sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
gentlemen, we are live on the stream and my microphone's working. That's good. It's always a good sign. I always like worryingly look at my microphone to make sure it's working. Steve-O, you're with me tonight. The chat's here. Everyone's here. How you doing, everybody? I hope you've enjoyed the last few hours since the last stream. Steve-O, how you doing, my friend?
Good evening. I've just seen the Kaku score a penalty for Inter Milan. Yes, we are live during the final, but you can everybody come and listen in. You can listen to us and watch the final. That's what
Hang on a sec.
Yeah, Lukaku has just scored for Inter Milan after being fouled in the box, so no assist, so to speak. But yeah, tell everybody, Jason, because I've just found out that you haven't actually made a team yet.
Well, I have now.
Which is.
I haven't, but I have. I quickly had to play around. Yeah, so basically I've been working today and I've not had a chance to really look at my team, even though I knew we were streaming tonight. So I literally had a little tinker around before the deadline. And when I refresh this screen in front of us, my team will be revealed. All right? But I'm not going to do it just yet. Because obviously we're gonna talk about. We'll say hello to everyone in chat. We've got Keyboy's there. Keyboy, how you doing, buddy? Charlie, Matthew, Eliashi is there too. Why am I? Speak a minute, Steve-O.
Hello, 1, 2, check. Shall I do some death metal vocals in honor of the? You
could do. I started the stream. I started the stream off, and I think I had you on me. I had. You turned up in Discord, so I had double Steve-O. I mean, one Steve-O is bad enough, but having two of you is almost unbearable. But you might want to turn me down as well, so you're not hearing me twice in Discord.
I've already done it, my friend.
See you. What Fire Tog's there. We've got Rational 360 TM. Hello to you, my friend. Namtil, Adam Hack, Tobias, Anish is there. Anish Sakar, welcome. Sultan Saeed, Don, Dread FPL, Lee Brunt, Lucas Davidson. JC, like I said, we said Charlie, FPL lads there as well. People waiting in for the stream this evening. Gorillas, Snow, thank you so much. FPL Indian, and many more. Yeah. So, who would you like to see their team for? Whose team would you like to see first, guys? Let me know in the chat. Whose team would you like to see? Because Steve-O's posted it on Discord, so I could bring it up in a moment. Let's see what the verdict is. The Source, how you doing, my friend? Getting closer to the final squad of game week 1, says the Cape. Bilal says he wants to see my team. Barnes wants to see my team. Steve-O says FPL lad. Steve-O's Rasha. It's a draw at the moment. It's a draw. Adam says put yours up. Dan says John Harris. Steve-O. Okay. What's the plan with these? Or what, mate? Jason. Okay. All right. Okay. Right. Right. Let me just say right now. Right. I get a lot of requests throughout the day to review people's teams. Okay. Now, if I was to literally review everyone's teams, it would take probably 2 hours to go through every single one. And we have one rule when it comes to reviewing. That you just need to be on Discord, okay, and come on air. That is the one rule that we have. However, we don't really review a team. We just start a discussion. I don't like this whole review thing. What's the plan with the blanks for the first game week? All will be revealed shortly. You were talking, show us, says Kenyon. Right, I'll start with my team then. Steve-O can rip it apart. I don't care. You ready, Steve-O?
Well, to be fair, this is what you've made in the last 30 seconds, so I'm not really going to do anything, really, but...
It's not really that crazy of a team, to be honest with you, even though you might say something about my decision to double up on a certain team.
We've got, at the end of the day, let's be real here, we've got 3 bloody weeks. You know, even my team is not what it's going to be by deadline. That's a fact.
Let's hear what the expert says, guys.
But I do want to
that wasn't me talking. That was JC in the chat. Sorry. But let's reveal it, shall we? This suspense is killing me.
killing me as well.
Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's my team. Boom. It's up on the screen. Look at that for graphics, eh? Boosh. Boosh. What do you guys think about that then? So we've got the mighty... Right, Matt Ryan isn't going to be Matt Ryan, okay? He's a placeholder. I couldn't decide on what I'm going to do in my goalkeeper. So, okay, this was done in literally 30 seconds before the stream started. And I've gone with Trent Alexander-Arnold, Vinagre, Tierney, a midfield 4 of Aubameyang, Son, Ziyech, and Susek, or one of Susek or Saint Maximin, one of those two, with a front 3 of Kane, Mitrovic, and Werner. What do you think of that team, ladies and gentlemen? No Salah! No Salah! No Salah! So that's what Neon Pop-Tart's screaming. No Liverpool. Yeah, I've got Trent Alexander-Arnold. What are you on about? What happened to I don't trust Spurs? Kane is a good choice. Looks good, says Firetalk. But you hate Spurs, Jason. But their fixtures are really nice, Uncle Juicy. They are really nice. No Salah against Leeds? Question mark. To be honest with you,
come on, Jason.
even if I,
Jason, no Salah,
I don't look. Listen. If I had Salah in my team, there's a good chance I wouldn't even captain him anyway. I probably would go with Aubameyang against Fulham. All right, so I mean, it's just a draft. All right, calm it down. Mo Salah's not exactly like the be all and end all. Yeah, okay, it's high ownership. But if you want to get into the high echelons of FPL, you got to take a few risks. Steve-O, what's your thoughts?
Before I say anything, it's now 1-1. Now 1-1.
Is it?
Don't ask me who scored, but it's now 1-1. Number 9. Or 19, isn't that? Whatever. But my ears pricked up when you told you mentioned the front 3 of Mitrovic, Werner and Kane. That's just in fact, truth be told, it's kind of close to what I'm seriously tempted to do myself.
Oh, right, okay.
Genuinely, I'm liking it. I'm going with a bit of a slightly different attitude this season, which is it's still the same format of like it's your team, do whatever you want. But when I heard that, my immediate thought didn't think, oh my God, you haven't got any Liverpool. I couldn't care less. You know my thoughts on Liverpool. You know my thoughts on Liverpool. And I love the front 3. I think the front 3 sounds disgusting. But the real question, let's be honest here, as I always ask anybody that comes on air, how many of those players are going to be there on game week 1 on the deadline? Realistically.
Guaranteed?
Yeah. With it, 90% certain.
Okay, 90% certain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Which are they?
Right, okay. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Vinagre, Ziyech, Werner, Mitrovic. Hang on, am I able to count? Yeah, TAA, Vinagre, Aubameyang, Ziyech, Werner, and Mitrovic. Yeah, 6.
6, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're almost certainly going to be in your team.
Almost certainly in my team, yeah.
So the others is just playing around. And are you stuck with a 3-4-3 formation? Is that what you're pretty much going to be going with?
That's a 3-4-3 formation with a rotation between Souček and St. Maximin.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. Okay. Wow. But
I'm thinking. I'm not going to say anything, mate. I'm not saying it's definitely the formation. I'm not going to commit like 3 weeks prior to the launch. I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Give or take, we all kind of know what kind of formations we want, and really, I'm pretty much set with a 3-5-2. That's pretty much certain for me. Whereas in your case, you're kind of toing and froing whether you should be doing that or not.
Oh, I mean, essentially, like I said, there's a lot can happen between now and game week 1.
in what sense?
In sense of transfers, obviously transfers still can happen. Injuries still can happen. We might get some sort of glimpse into obviously the Charity Shield. Rumours of obviously warm-up games prior to kick-off of the season. Like there's going to be information. There's going to be new information before game week 1. Okay, this team I like the look of. I really do, and I'm going against my normal logic of going away from Spurs, and the likes of Boone and other people might laugh and say, you know, I'm always knocking Spurs and not wanting to have anyone of them in my team. But the fixtures are nice, and I am intending to do a early wild card, so it kind of fits well into my plan really when it comes to navigating the blank and such. Because I think Aguero is going to be coming in for Kane, definitely. I'm waiting for Aguero to hit the ground running, because we all know what he's capable of, and then I can just quickly get him in for Kane, where other people that may not have 2 transfers that desperately want him in are going to have to take a hit.
My dilemma, so there's a piece of paper here in a book. Llama, if you're watching, there we are. It's back. John Harris, if you're watching, it's back. So I've written down the teams which I was really impressed with over Project Restart. As we all know, I had my piece of paper which predicted all the various player prices that I thought they'd come in as, based on the teams which I was impressed with. And then I've just crossed out the teams which I'm not really interested in. For example, West Ham, Everton, I don't want to go nearby. So yeah. I'm stuck with Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Southampton, Tottenham, Wolves. That's all great. But this whole blank game week for Man U and Man City really has thrown an annoying spanner in the works. It's frustrating from my point of view, because it's the first time ever where I'm seriously thinking of just going with a game week 1 team and just wildcard straight into game week 2. Or
would you like me to reveal your team? When you tell me, I'll reveal it, because I haven't seen it yet. I've just literally loaded it up. But carry on what you're saying.
So, or my plan would be is to just hold with the players that I've got for 2 game weeks and then do a -8 in game week 3 and bring in the likes of whoever from City, whoever from Man United, depending on their form and stuff. Because I've been looking at certain teams, and certainly from, if you want to bring up a team now.
Okay, bringing them up. Here we go. Oh, hang on. What's going on here? 2 seconds. It's up on the screen, but something weird's happened. 2 seconds. That's weird.
But it's good that there's music playing in the background.
Yeah, it's great. Here we go. Here's your team. Gonna zoom out. Okay. Talk to me, Steve-O, about...
Talk to me
about this team.
Did you see that last night?
I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I don't know why I don't know why I brought it up again, to be honest.
Amazing.
Talk to
so
me.
Basically, yeah, I'm sticking with the 3-5-2. That's just the simple mathematics of it. I've got 0.5 in the bank, but that could be turned into 2 million by getting rid of Doherty for Vinagre.
Somebody likes Chelsea.
Mate, it's just ridiculous, and I cannot look past them. From an attacking perspective, they're looking disgusting. Mason Mount is that guy which that 2 million could be used to upgrade to Pulisic, and I've still got 0.5 in the bank. But I'm waiting on news on Pulisic. If not, I'm happily willing to have Mount. He could be turned into someone else. But I think I'm pretty set with triple Chelsea attack for the opening. I'm sticking with Chelsea for the opening 5, 6 fixtures that they've got. From an attacking perspective, they are stunning. Let's not beat about the bush here. They're looking great. McCarthy, That's a 4.5 goalkeeper with really good fixtures. I'm pretty much set with him. Trent Alexander-Arnold, we don't need to talk about. Eric Dier was Bellerin, but Arsenal have only got 2 decent opening fixtures, and I don't really want to be wasting a transfer on a defender in 2 or 3 game weeks. So I'm going with Tottenham. They've got, again, some absolutely fantastic returns, and obviously in the Project Restart they had a great defensive record. Doherty can be turned into Vinagre, but with all this talk about him potentially a new transfer coming in, like you mentioned, we all got to keep our ear to the ground, but Doherty for now is fine. Salah, no explanation. Ziyech, I was looking at his numbers on WhoScored.com and I was just like, this is a freak, like a genuine freak of nature, and this guy is going to get a minimum.
Doherty?
No, Ziyech.
Sorry. Yep.
He's going to get a minimum of 10 assists in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I think he could do almost like a Kevin De Bruyne in his first season with Man City, maybe like single figure digit for goals, like say 5 or 6 goals, but double digits in assists. Aubameyang doesn't need any explanation. Mason Mount I've already spoken about. St Maximin, Souček I'm not interested in. West Ham's fixtures are absolutely atrocious, and I'd rather have a player like St Maximin, who again performed very well across Project Restart. Their fixtures, once again, they're no mugs. West Ham, Brighton, Tottenham, Burnley, Man U, Wolves. After the Man U game, my goodness, green. 5.5. You're having a laugh. I'm having him ahead of Souček. Werner up front. I'm very tempted to captain him. I can just see it in the newspapers. Werner shows up the Premier League by just turning up and getting a hat-trick on his opening day fixture. Che Adams could be Mitrovic, but again, Southampton's fixtures are decent, but Mitrovic is looking tempting. My bench is...
Yeah, I was considering Armstrong for Southampton in midfield. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, it's a toss-up between him and Maximin.
Yeah.
There's some other players out there for 5.5. Podence or Podence, whatever you want to call him. He's someone that looked really good, but whether he'll be a player that starts for Wolves, I don't know. Maybe look at the friendlies and everything, but I'm going to answer my own question, which is how set am I with this team, and this is pretty much it, barring the odd bit here and there. But it's just the Man U and the Manchester clubs, which everybody's got the same situation with, and Aubameyang's going to become Sterling, and then I can upgrade Werner to Aguero in game week 3 for 2 free transfers, because that works out with the maths, with the 0.5, that works out with that maths. So there's a kind of plan in place there, and that would mean that's 2 free transfers by game week 3 for 2 Man City players up against, who is it, Leicester at home. Of course, we all know what happened against Leicester that time with Aguero missing the penalty, but I can't go without Man City by game week 3, 4, 5, whatever. I don't know if you're aware or not, but in the Sky game, you actually have to wildcard or overhaul, as it's called, by game week 4 or in game week 4. And in some ways, I kind of think that's kind of my thinking in a way. Maybe like just get through game week 3, get to game week 3 with the same team, get out Aubameyang, get out Werner, bring in Aguero and Sterling or whatever players I decide to get rid of, and then hit the wild card game week 4, 5. Salah I may get rid of as well. I'm still bitter from last season about, or more specifically, Project Restart. I'm still bitter about that. And I think that watching the Charity Shield, the way they approached that, watching their opening game versus Leeds, I personally think that I'll be able to work out if Liverpool are going to be on top of it or not. But from my personal point of view, I think because they've won everything now, give or take, I don't think Klopp will allow it, but I don't think they're going to be at it next season. They're going to come second. I still think Man City are going to dominate the league. They're going to come first, Man City. But Liverpool, I don't know. I just think from a footballing point of view. I just think they're going to be a lot of very lax, and whether people may say I was still shocked by their performances in Project Restart, it was just this lackluster display. And even like from Salah's point of view, when like that line that kept going through my head, which is what you said, which is Salah gets all these opportunities and he keeps missing, that just keeps pounding my skull. Oh, yeah. And how angry I was in that Chelsea game. 5 goals and he does nothing.
Oh yeah, he's a very, very wasteful player, is Mo Salah. He gets a lot of chances. Yeah.
I did have Mane, but
oh really?
I did. Both of them. It truly is a toss of the coin, and I know what Salah's like against these rubbish teams, or shall we say, it's the big, the small team mentality, isn't it? That Salah bullies these teams, and I can see him bullying Leeds for argument's sake. Whatever people may say, Leeds are the greatest championship team to ever be promoted. I don't care. Liverpool couldn't care less about that. Salah couldn't care less about that. They love bullying these teams, especially at home. If it was Ellen Road, maybe a different story. But at Anfield, now Liverpool are a different kettle of fish. But after that Leeds game, Jace, like you not having Salah, I don't see it being that. Who cares? I'm only doing this because I've got money. And Chelsea away, he doesn't perform in big games. Arsenal doesn't perform, and Arsenal are a bit of a different team. But then they got Aston Villa, Everton, Sheffield. Everton away, the greatest fixture. It's going to be a very, very big decision. But now talking out loud here, my plan on essentially Aubameyang and Werner out for Sterling and Aguero. Just thinking aloud here, I'm thinking that's the plan.
Not thinking of bringing in Bruno Fernandes or Greenwood or anyone like that?
No, I just don't think that they're going to return the points that the Man City do. The Fernandes possibly. You know, Salah could become Fernandes, so it would be Fernandes, Sterling, Aguero.
Not tempted by the 6.5 price tag on Phil Foden?
No.
You don't think this could be his real starlit season now that Silva's gone and Pep's kind of taken a shine into him?
Well, listening to James's stream yesterday on Planet FPL, I was thinking what he was thinking, which is, you know, this guy needs to be given his breakthrough season. I'd love to think Pep will, but I just don't think he will. Like, my basic understanding is, why didn't he play against Lyon? You know, I don't know enough about football.
Resting him for game week 1, mate.
It's an interesting one. The only player in that team, right as it stands right now, is a glaring, in my opinion, like risk, or not risk, but just like it just looks horrible. Is Mason Mount, but he looked good in Project Restart, and he may get a bit of a boost with these new players coming into Chelsea. These are the players that get to play with Ziyech, Werner. It's crazy. I think he could be in with some confidence, and I'm pretty set with that team, Jace, to be honest with you.
I'm going to ask you the same question you asked me. How many players in that team are 90% likely to be in your starting game week 1 lineup?
7, 9.
9?
I'll tell you. Yeah,
9? But let's write this down, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? Right, okay. Right, tell me then, go on.
McCarthy?
Right, okay, McCarthy. Yeah, we're gonna clip this.
McCarthy, Alexander-Arnold.
Alexander-Arnold, yeah.
Now, it's either a toss-up between Dyer and Doherty. I'll probably stick with Dyer.
That's about. Yeah, you just explained your team selection choice there.
Tottenham's defence. You can't deny their quality, mate.
Okay.
Next season, Tottenham are going to be 3rd.
Right.
But anyway.
Dyer, Bollicle. Carry on.
Salah will be in game week 1 no matter what. Ziyech.
Salah will be. Let me write this. Will be in. No matter what. Right, okay, next.
Ziyech, Aubameyang.
Ziyech. All right, let's find out if Steve-O's a fraud, shall we? Aubameyang, yeah, is he definitely in?
Oh yeah, you can't go without him.
Steve-O's about to take a 3-week holiday, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't need to do any planning or any. Yeah, he's got.
I've done it, mate. I did it.
Carry on. What's the next one? What's the next one?
St. Maximin.
What? 90%?
Yeah. Yes, of course. Yes.
Right.
Got, the two players.
Let me guess. Che Adams.
Yeah, Adams and Werner.
Are you joking?
I mean, absolutely, this team is pretty much based on my most basic research. Because you know the way I play this game. I just base it on, like, basic stats.
You're going to crumble. Right, listen. I'm going to predict the future, right? This is what's going to happen, right? This is what's going to happen. Let me write this down. Adams,
what is this?
Garant, and Werner. Right, okay. So what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, is game week 1's going to come up, and Steve-O's going to do a deadline day stream, and he's going to rip out 6 or 7 of these players.
No, it won't be happening.
Won't be happening. And then we'll do the game week review, and Steve-O will sit there, and he will say the following. I don't believe it. The whole pre-season, I had my team sorted, and I went on Twitter, and you should never go on Twitter. And all these muppets in the chat right now telling me that I shouldn't have had Che Adams in my team, shouldn't have had Eric Dyer in my team, shouldn't have had the mighty Eric Dyer. When St. Maximin scored his brace and I took him out. It was down to you guys that I swapped him for Souček. There we go. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. You can. I tell you now, 90%. 90%. Che Adams, 90%.
It's either, like I said, with Adams, it's the players which I'm just a bit about.
What, Mount?
Adams,
basically,
Mount,
what you're saying is
Doherty.
Mount and Doherty. You're more about Doherty than you are about Che Adams and Dyer. Have you had any of that vodka tonight?
Goal! Hold on, we got a goal.
Oh, okay.
2-1 to Sevilla. And I believe it's the same player, number 19. 2-1.
De Jong.
There we are. Yeah, I'm being absolutely serious.
All right. Okay.
Because when we look, like I say,
Steve-O's a man of his word, guys.
I look at these teams here. Arsenal, 2 great fixtures. Chelsea, in the next. I didn't really work out a specific amount of games, but like the next 7-8 games, they've got 5 good ones. Everton. Oh, we don't need to talk about Everton. Liverpool, 7. Southampton 6. Tottenham have got 8. Wolves 6. And then Man City. We just spoke about them. What my basic plan is.
Mate, I just love the fact you're covering yourself. You're covering Tottenham points by having Eric Dyer in straight away.
Absolutely. They kept, I don't know how many clean sheets they kept over the Project Restart, but it was ridiculous. They must have had, out of 9 games, 4?
It's going to backfire. It's going to backfire, and I'm going to love it when it backfires. Get ready for the member streams.
Yeah, but it won't. The thing is, when it backfires, is because, as I've discussed 1,000 times,
I went with the logic. How much times have you got?
Stupidity of just listening to the noise. It's like that guy from Australia said last night with you, and he said that about the differentials. He said that you're better off going with differentials than with the more popular picks.
All right.
Now, whether I agree with him or not, he's got a plan. It's something different. It's something unique.
Oh, hang on. Something might have happened.
What
well, I'm in the game.
No.
All right, okay.
Just a free kick on the edge of the box.
All right, okay. All right, keep watching. We're going to get callers on this evening, guys. So if you were due to come on last night and you didn't get on the show, and you will be prioritised to come on tonight. And I will literally quickly, just because I said I would, I have got a request to Wavy. In fact, to Wavy, you were in the waiting room a minute ago, Mr. Wavy. If you want to come on, by all means. We've got Adam W there now. I mean, like I said, if it's fair play, if you stick with it, mate, 90% certs in your team, fair play. That's what I'm going to say. Fair play.
I've said all along, I'm going with fixtures.
Mason Mount.
Yeah, but again, he could be turned into...
I'd rather have Maddison in my team.
Nah, forget Leicester.
I'd rather have Maddison in my team than Mason Mount, and that doesn't say much.
Fair enough. And you are right, it's now 2-2 Godin.
Oh, God, there we go. Steve-O's 2 minutes behind everyone else.
No, the goal happened a while ago. I was just waiting for the moment, but yeah.
Right,
no,
okay.
But I want to ask you, because I haven't actually heard, you didn't actually answer. Have you actually got a plan for Man U, Man City, Manchester Club assets, or just going with a game week 1 team and then wildcard in game week 2?
No, I'm not going to wildcard game week 2. Oh my God. Oh, what? I might just let you do it, mate. Anyway, go on. You do the podcast.
So basically at 3 o'clock in the morning when I wake up, and I put on a YouTube and it will say Jason's hit the wildcard button.
What?
Like a 2-hour stream.
No, mate, it's more likely to be Jason's taking a minus 16.
Well, that's something that I've definitely, like I said, points hits at the start of the season, just do it. That's an absolute certainty that I'm taking on board. If I need to do a minus 12, I'll do a minus 12. I couldn't care less. To get them out of the way at the start of the season, get that team right, and then by, I don't know, for argument's sake, game week 10, 11, you're sorted.
Dendoncker at 5 million as a midfielder at Elite FPL, says Anish. No.
Sorry?
Maybe when it was... No, I wouldn't be getting Dendoncker in my team.
Dendoncker? Okay.
It's not 2019-20. And that's only because he was 4.5 and a playing. We've got some callers on. I will quickly look at Two Wavy's team. I'll bring it up on the screen. Steve-O, if you're able to bring it up on the TV or whatever you're watching it on.
I'll just put it on Discord.
Because it's a private message, so you probably won't be able to.
Oh, no, there it is.
All right, here we go. Right. Matt Ryan in goal. He's going to... Yeah. No, not for me. I know I've got Matt Ryan in my draft, but that's just a placeholder. In fact, I'm more likely to downgrade Souček and just have a bench fodder and upgrade Ryan to a 5 million goalkeeper. That's more likely what's going to happen. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Vinagre, Tierney. I like it. It sounds a little bit familiar. Tierney's going to do well, I think, this year for Arsenal. Vinagre's filling in. I think he's going to be... What was it like? Well, a few months, I think he's going to be in there for. Alexander-Arnold, we don't need to talk about him and what he can do. Aubameyang captain, Ziyech, Maximin, and Son. This looks oddly familiar.
Yeah. It's not Werner, Kane, and Mitrovic, is it up front?
No, it's not. And it's Vardy, Ings, and Adams.
Oh, right, okay. Vardy,
Ings, and Adams. So doubling up on Southampton. Steve-O, what's your thoughts, man, of Vardy, Ings, and Adams?
I'm not a fan of Leicester. Their form was shocking coming out of Project Restart, and I'm not touching the barge pole. I don't care that he finished top goal scorer. He scored he scored the majority of them goals between game weeks 1 and 20. Crying out loud, he was useless during Project Restart, and Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near him. It's different though. Double up on the Southampton, but I just don't. Southampton's fixtures are okay, but from my perspective, a double up attack up front. If I actually initially was going to be doing a two front man strike force of Ings and Adams, but I just saw the opening fixtures and it's just Werner's price is too good to ignore. He's another one I looked at is goals, assists for country and the clubs. He's just like you said. He's just a freak of nature. And he's playing in a team that scores goals. You can't look a gift horse in the mouth, and this is just ludicrous. So having Ings and Adams, maybe spread the attack with Jimenez instead of Ings, but then again, Southampton's opening fixtures away at Crystal Palace. It's decent. Crystal Palace are going to struggle next season. And I mean struggle.
Yeah, I agree. I think they could get relegated.
Yeah, I think that Hodgson's going to get fired.
He'll be gone.
Or he'll quit. Yeah, he'll be gone. Yeah.
He'll finally be able to retire.
Yeah. Tottenham, horrible fixture. Burnley, nah, not great. West Brom is a decent fixture. Chelsea away. It's just that midfield. What is it? St. Maximin? Who's the cheap ones? St. Maximin and
Souček.
As two starters.
And Armstrong.
Yeah. I'm personally not a fan of going with too many cheap midfielders personally. I think there's too much value in midfielder points to be turning down. And
so in that respect, then for yourself, it would be go light in attack and build up in midfield.
Yeah, I'll get rid of Vardy and get rid of Ings, upgrade Vardy to Kane. Kane's someone I'm seriously tempted by as well. 10.5. It's
good price if he plays like we know he can play, like in the position that we hope he plays in. Then yeah, it's a bargain at 10.5. But it all depends, doesn't it? How Mourinho sets up the team.
He'll get you goals no matter what, but it's whether a question or he can get you those double-digit returns and the way Tottenham are going to be playing. He ain't going to be getting goals like I assume Chelsea will.
We've got some people stacking up in the waiting room, guys. We do see you in there. We will be getting you on very, very, very shortly. I just want to read for you some of the comments in the stream. Neon Pop Tart is in the stream. Hello, Neon Pop Tart. We've had Anish saying we have 164 viewers but only 54 likes. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Do your part and hit that like button. Last night we actually had over 300 likes in the end, and that video it reached so many new people that had never ever heard of our podcast before. Essentially, YouTube kind of throws our podcast to just basically FPL managers who are looking when we get good like ratios. So guys, hit that like button and help us expand to the wider audience. Neon Pop Tart says, I'm going to put my team together in game week 1. Game week 2, I'm going to sell Werner and Pulisic and buy Martial and Bruno. Game week 3, wild card when the fixtures swing and could become good for the teams. So you're not going to wild card, surely not game week 3.
The thing that I always find fascinating, and it's something that I want to ask you, is I find it really interesting that everybody seems to treat this game like Sky
Fantasy Football.
I don't get it. People forget that in this game you can make transfers whenever you want, and I personally think that it's great having a plan. It's like me saying, oh yeah, I'm going to get rid of Aubameyang and Werner for flaming Sterling and Aguero. It won't happen. It'll get to game week 3 and I won't be doing anything like that. Because We don't know what people's form's going to be like or anything. So making these plans are great now. It's all good on paper, like the paper with the older Boogie Pad. It's all great on paper. But unfortunately, I guarantee you now, I mean, Neon Pop-Tart, if by game week 4 you do all this, by all means, come live on air. Tell me that I'm an idiot. Tell me that I was completely wrong and you've done it. Brilliant. But it doesn't work like that. The amount of callers that we took, Jason, last season that were saying, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Never did it. Never did it. All the people that, were criticising my team, criticising your team, how well did they get on last year? It's...
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. It's true. Everyone could be a closet expert and Captain Hindsight is great, but when all said and done, it's your own team. It's your own team. Do what you do. Like I've said it. Play your own game, as G Wiz would say. Go with your gut.
With basic plans, like I said, like with someone like myself, McCarthy, Southampton, they've got great fixtures. He's one of the better set and forget goalkeepers for the opening 10, 12 fixtures. Right, that's just a plan. It's basic and it's logical. But to say, like Neon Pop-Tart said, or in fact, that I said, yeah, my plan is to get rid of the Aubameyang and Werner, and by game week 3, I'm going to bring in Aguero Sterling. It's not going to happen. Because what will happen is that,
Well, he said that will be a promise.
Okay.
Anish has also asked you, Stevo, do you think Brady will be a regular starter for Burnley?
No. Because McNeil's there. McNeil's in his position, so he won't be playing.
Are you confident? Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, it'll be McNeil and Goodmanson as your starters, and then it'll be begins with B. I've completely forgotten his name. That's escaping me. But Westwood and the guy that begins with B. I completely escaped my name, which will come to me. But go for it, Jason.
Sorry, I'm reading the chat. I wasn't really listening to what you're saying. I was just reading through the comments in the chat. There's no right or wrong at the start of the season, says Adam Wheeler.
No, there isn't.
I think it's absolutely hit the nail on the head, my friend. Like, there is no right or wrong. There will be a popular selection of players that you'll see banded around everywhere, but who's to say they're right? Just because you see 10 drafts and 8 of them have got 8 of the same players in them doesn't mean that they know something that you don't.
The one thing I love about this show is that it's when people like the guy that came on last night and
last night was brilliant.
I'm not going to go near Werner because he's brand new to the Premier League and I don't know what to expect from him, so I'd rather go with a tried and tested player in Vardy or Kane.
Brilliant.
Makes look, and even me, I was like, that's a very good point.
We're going on emotion. We're going on Werner's like potential. With the players that Chelsea have now got, you would think it would be madness if he doesn't get returns in that team. But it would be so like just sod's law if Lampard brings him on in the 65th minute or something, starts Giroud, and then everyone's like jaw drops.
But to be fair, he was in the stands in the FA Cup semi-final, wasn't it? Werner watching his team, so there's commitment there. So, I
mean, I'm just saying it now. I mean, it's not outside the realms of possibility, is it? I mean, but it's unlikely to happen. But again, it comes down to the whole wait and see sort of attitude and the sense. I'm not going to say sensible. I'm going to say the more calculated and the less risky approach of bringing in players like a Vardy, like a Harry Kane, who's years of experience in the Premier League, proven goal scorers.
The reality is that we've got 3 weeks left. 3 weeks before game week. 3 weeks tomorrow. So 3 weeks tomorrow. We've got to collate all this information. Let's be honest here, these teams are not going to be messing about in their training. They've got to get their tactics, formations, players right during these next 3 weeks. That's going to fly by. And if we find out, for argument's sake, that Werner is playing every single friendly from the start, and he's playing 50 minutes or whatever, great.
Oh yeah.
But if we find out, like you just said, that he's not starting and Abraham's the player up front, or like you say, Giroud, then we're going to have to rethink our strategy. But for now, we can only go on what we believe. And like Adam, I'm assuming that's Adam Wheeler, says, no one's right, no one's wrong.
Ian Addison in Facebook, what's the plan with Souček? His fixtures are awful. He's fodder, mate. He's probably going to just be... I might even just downgrade him to 4.5. And then upgrade Ryan to a 5.0 keeper.
But that there is kind of like the point which I'm kind of getting at, which is that makes sense. That's logic. That's Souček's pointless to have him when he's got terrible fixtures. I mean, let's be real here. West Ham's fixtures over once they play, was it Newcastle? I mean, my goodness, it's just a sea of red.
Oh, it's awful. But I could bring in Dubravka, Ramsdale, or even Leno.
What do you think on that Ramsdale?
Is Leno? What is the latest on Leno? Does anyone know? Is he going to make it to game week 1? Is it going to be Martinez? McCarthy's at 4.5. It's a great pick as well. We had a guy last night, a gentleman last night. I can't remember who it was. Who came on the show with Kepa in goal. I think that was a bold pick.
He said he wanted defensive coverage, but I would have thought getting in James. That's what I've got written down. Reece James, if anybody.
I wish I was as confident as you are in your team come game week 1. I wouldn't be able to say that I've got 9 players that are 90% guaranteed in my team for game week 1. So
you put your team together. Let's be real here, like
30 seconds.
Intro music,
the intro music. It took me the intro music to put my team together, guys. That's how serious my team's looking at the moment. So don't get too carried away by it. Right, let's get some callers on. They've been waiting for quite some time. We'll start off with Lloyd Hassel. He was trying to get on the show last night. He never got on. So we'll start off with Lloyd. Good evening, Lloyd. You're live on the stream. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing super, mate. You were trying to get on last night, weren't you?
Yeah.
So welcome. You're on the stream. Have you posted your team, Lloyd, in the team screenshots?
It is in the. Yeah, it is in there.
It's different.
Fleck is out for Norwood, by the way.
Fleck
last
is out.
one.
Right. Okay. So
I'm not concerned about Fleck, mate. I'm more concerned about who else you've benched on the old thing. We'll get to that.
Let's bring your team up on the screen. 2 seconds while I sort my stuff out.
I know. Yeah, that's the only difficulty.
Okay. Talk us through this then. Let's just quickly have a look. So you got McCarthy in goal, the 4.5 option. That's pretty much the best 4.5 option. You got Alexander Arnold as your captain. We'll talk about that. Aurier, Vinagre, Justin, Son, Ziyech, Maddison, Armstrong, a player I just mentioned, Jimenez and Werner. So you have also gone without Mohamed Salah.
Yeah.
You're not worried?
Yeah, I mean, it is a very good fixture, isn't it? The Leeds game. Yeah. It's a very, very good fixture. But for me, I just don't think I wanted to get in. I wanted to have a really balanced team this year. I don't know why. I just wanted to have 15 good options. I'm trying a different type of style this year. So I want 15 players that I can get on and get off that I can do a decent job. So, and I couldn't afford Salah. So I thought Trent's brilliant for the price that he is. I think he's underpriced this season, to be honest. He probably should have been 8 million. So I thought, get Trent in. He's fantastic. And I'm a Liverpool fan, and I'm leaving Salah out. So
why?
It's tough. It is very tough.
Are you also in agreement that he's pretty wasteful? He wasn't really getting that. I mean, with all the chances he had, he wasn't putting them away. And Liverpool didn't exactly finish the season in great form. I know they had the title sewn up and everything like that, but will Liverpool make a real bold statement in the first game? That's a question. Will they come out the traps with a haul against Leeds? It's a million dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the $1 million question, and I think if you look at the way that I watched Liverpool last season, Salah was this is a great thing for people that do own Salah. He was very, very unfortunate not to get anything. And he is very wasteful, which is the reason that I've not put him in. He is very, very wasteful, but he is also unfortunate at times. He is going to be getting the goals, I think, but I just couldn't ignore people like Ziyech, who is a great player. I remember watching a bit of him in the Eredivisie for Ajax and in the Champions League when they got to the semi-final, not last season, the season prior. Very, very good player. Very good. And then Son, I don't know, it's just something about Tottenham's fixtures and just looking at them this season. Of course, they've got the Europa League qualifiers as well, so that gives us a bit of an advantage to watch them and see what they're going to be like this season. So hopefully that we can look at Tottenham and see if they're going to be more of an attacking team or more of a defensive squad like last season, because under Mourinho, usually over the last few years, they've been quite a defensive team.
Steve-O, you want to speak to him about his picks? I'm looking at that bench and I'm thinking, my life.
I know. I know. I think I would usually start Richarlison and Digne, but I just, against Tottenham, I think I've got to go with one or the other. Maybe I could switch Aurier out, put him on the bench, and then put Richarlison in, because, you know, sometimes Tottenham's defence can be a bit shaky, but I like Aurier just because I know he can get up and down. I don't think he's as solid defensively as he is going forward. Usually, I was watching Tottenham a couple of times last season, and he was almost playing as a right midfielder half the time, because he just gets up and down and he's whipping the crosses in. So, yeah, I mean, I'm trying a different approach this season, and hopefully it pays off. It's a risk, but it's one that I'm willing to take.
When you say you're approaching a different way this season, what went wrong last year?
What went wrong last year? Lots of changes. Overthought a lot of things. This didn't take too long to make. I looked at the fixtures, and then I just looked at the points last season as well. Overthought a lot. Got the captain choices wrong. I'm just going to pick a captain, look at the fixtures, pick the best possible one that I can look at, and I'm just going to go for it. I don't want to fiddle about too much, or else I'm going to overthink, and the same mistake is going to happen again.
I'm going to ask this to every caller. Of this team here, of your starting 11,
yeah,
or to be fair, it's predominantly all your 15 are all starters.
Yeah.
How many are 90% going to be in that team come deadline day?
I mean, I am looking at it, and I am thinking I'm quite satisfied with it. Like, I'm quite happy to just leave it and just not look at it again for 3 weeks, which is crazy, but I'm pretty set in stone. But, you know, of course, if you see how Salah performs in the Community Shield, and Aubameyang, people like that, if they are on it in that game, then, of course, that will make a ton of changes, because you've got to try and balance and get them in due to their price.
Yeah, there's lots and lots of money on that bench. I know a lot of people, including myself, don't play that way. Mm-hmm. Do you normally do it like that? No, this is my second year, and I just want to see how it gets on, the different approach to it, and hopefully it can pay off for me, because the reason I've got Richarlison and Digne in is because I think game week 2 to 4, they've got like Villa, Palace and West Brom, which look really good, and I think that they could be good options. It's just that the annoying thing is that I've got two Tottenham and 2 Everton, and they both clash, and I don't really want to start all 4, because it's just going to backfire on each other. You're clearly somebody that doesn't like to have a set and forget goalkeeper as well.
No.
Why is that?
I'm not really sure. I've never just thought, I don't like having keepers that play against one big club and then you don't have a backup option. I don't know why. It's just like Nick Pope last season when I think it was when he played against Man City. I think they lost 5-0 or something last year. And like, if you didn't have a backup option, you were getting 0 points. And as much as it is, having a second keeper costs you that extra possibly 0.5 million to 1 million, I think sometimes getting them 4 to 6 extra points are kind of worth it for just a little bit of the price.
A friend of the show, John Harris, is making a very valid point here, and I'm pretty much kind of what I was getting at regarding the money. You're going to have a lot of benching headaches.
Yes. Yeah. It is going to be benching headaches, but I am ready for it. I am ready for... I know what I'm getting myself into, but I want to try it, and I want to see how it gets on. The benching headaches, there will be a few. I think I benched last season. I had Harry Maguire away against Chelsea, and he scored a header, and I think it was, and he got 15 points, and I benched him. So that was my biggest bench disappointment. But there will be a lot.
This is why I think personally, it's always like my personal strategy has always been to go with a pretty much all my money into my 11, and then just my bench just fodder. Have at least one a guaranteed starter.
Mm-hmm.
I would hate to be in your situation. Where did you end up last year after Project Restart? Where did your overall rank end up?
I ended up in the top 1 million, which wasn't too bad, but it wasn't great.
And that was your second season?
No, that was my first year.
Oh, this is your second season now? This
is my second year, yeah. So I'm just thinking, I'm trying to go with a different approach to push myself further onwards. I want to see how it works, but of course, if it doesn't work in the first few weeks, fortunately enough, I can have the wild card and see how it gets on. I'm not planning to wild card too early, hopefully, if it all goes well. But if I'm 5 weeks in and I'm doing bad, then I think you got to do it.
Because it was your first season last year, did you fall into the trap like a friend of the show, Lewis Kirkby, did, which was using basically all his chips within like the first 4 or 5 game weeks? Did you fall into any traps like that? Or did you know how to play?
No, actually, fortunately enough for me, I was watching a few other YouTubers and about how to use the bench boost, the triple captain, all of that. And it was the double game week for Liverpool. I think it was game week 24 last season. And it was a toss-up between Salah and Mane. And I triple captained Salah, fortunately, so he got me 92 points that week, I think it was. No, it wasn't 92, sorry, that was my full point. 48 points that week. And Mane got 1. So that was a big deal.
One final question from me, because I always find this interesting. What got you into fantasy football?
Just the love for the sport. I mean, I'm a big Liverpool fan, and I'm absolutely addicted to football, to be completely honest, and I love the other side of it, the statistics and looking into it as well. So I really, really enjoy doing that for me. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, I've been hooked on it ever since, to be honest. It's been really, really fun, and, it's not like a bad thing at all. It's not like smoking or drugs or anything that you're addicted to. It's actually a good thing, and it frees up quite a bit of spare time for me, fortunately enough. So I've enjoyed it a lot, and I'm hoping that I can do even better this year.
What do you think, Jason? Is Lloyd going to do better this year?
I think that Lloyd, you're going to have a lot of people that are saying what you're doing is crazy. Yep. I've been there, and I've had points on the bench from players that have a lot of money invested in them. I think that it's a way of playing the game. It's different to my own, and that's all I can say.
Yeah.
And I respect it. The benching headache, it's the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
I hate that feeling.
Yeah.
I'd much rather have fodder on the bench that I really don't care about, and if they come on, so be it, than have players on the bench I actually quite like the look of, but I can't get them in my starting team.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's completely understandable. 100% understandable.
Cool.
But I just want to try a different way and just see what happens, because I don't really think a lot of other people try this way. So I just think...
I mean, you will be in the minority. Like,
yeah. I know, 100%.
Again, best of luck to you, my friend.
Thank you.
Come back, please. Game week 1, come back.
Yeah,
talk to us about how it went.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lloyd.
Cheers, Lloyd.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming on, mate. Take care. Bye.
Let's bring on Adam. Adam W's been there since minute 1, I think.
Right, here he is. Is Adam. Good evening, Adam. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello, Adam. How you doing? You're live on the show. How are you this evening?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you guys?
Yeah, super. Thank you ever so much for asking. We're obviously going through people's teams that they've put together since the fixture release. Are you pretty confident with your selection so far?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Adam, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's get that energy.
I'm set. Yes, I'm set with I'm set with Trent. Wait, have you seen my team?
I'm bringing it up. 2 secs. You posted it in the thing, haven't you?
Yeah, posted it.
Right, 2 seconds before you start your spiel. Where are you from, Adam?
England.
All right, okay.
You want to know any more?
What area? North, south, east, west?
Hertfordshire.
Oh, right, okay.
Near London.
Okay, yeah. Closer to Steve than you are to me. I've got your team here. It's on the screen. Talk us through it.
So, I wanted to go with basically just a set and forget keeper for the whole season, pretty much. So I've just put Ryan in. I'm not really bothered about the fixtures of Ryan. Because a lot of people are going McCarthy because of fixtures, but I'm not planning on wildcard until the last possible week in game week 16. And to be honest, up to there, they've both got kind of same sort of fixtures. The reason I'm wildcarding late is because I've read that the double game week for Man U and Man City is likely going to be rearranged to game week 18 or 19. So I'm trying to set myself up for that kind of, and hit the price point so I can move into those players.
Okay.
But yeah, so I focus quite a lot on price points in my team. I want to kind of keep Doherty, Trent, and Ryan basically all season.
In all seriousness, I actually really like this team that you've got here. You've gone with a less risk. I mean, you've gone with some pretty. Obviously, you're going to keep Fernandes, are you? And just bench him.
I'm going to try and bench Fernandes game week 1.
4-3-3 then.
Just because. I'll play 4-3-3 with probably Ferguson or a 4.5.
Right.
Just whoever's most likely to play.
Yep.
The reason I'm doing that is just so that I don't have to force a transfer for game week 2. Because I have to accept that I'm not going to get everything right. And there's probably going to be a bandwagon or something that I'm going to need to get on, and that gives me that advantage over other players.
You've also not got Mohamed Salah in your team. People in the chat, when they saw my reveal of my team, they were immediately saying no Salah. Have you pretty much decided that that's going to be how you're going to play it? I mean, you seem pretty confident that you've got a plan up your sleeve at the price points, so Salah doesn't factor into it.
Yeah, I'd love to have Salah, but I just need. I want to have these price points, and I think I'm just going to rotate between that one premium with Aubameyang, De Bruyne, Salah. Just rotate throughout the season based on fixtures and form.
Have we got any money in the bank? We got any money in the bank? Says Dread FPL.
No, I got nothing in the bank. But if Pulisic isn't fit, I'll probably switch him down to Ziyech and then just keep the 0.5 in the bank.
Well, that's it. You could easily. I think Ziyech is going to be. Dare I say it? Is going to be pretty much getting the same sort of points as Pulisic for 0.5 less. So that's money you can invest in your goalie, for example, if you wanted to. It's just. I mean, I like the team. I do like the team. I think you've got a plan, and
a lot of them are kind of not set. So Jimenez could easily be Ings, Mitrovic could easily be Adams. But I like the price structure, and that's probably not going to change. I just think I've gone a lot with value as well. So Trent and Doherty are the two best players for value, outfield players. value-wise. Yeah.
I just want to say very quickly. Obviously, we've had people talking about midfielders and how much points that midfielders are going to be looked upon as being the points bearers this season. You've got that money in Jimenez. Obviously, got Werner up front with Mitrovic. You've got the money there in your front three, much like what I did earlier. Are you not convinced that stacking up in a powerful 5 midfield is necessarily the way to plan then?
Well, I had that in my first draft before fixtures came out, and then when I saw the fixtures, I just changed my mind. I'd rather be flexible to be able to go to an Aguero or a Kane.
You've hit the nail on the head. Sorry to interrupt you, but you just going on what you just said there, you've hit the nail on the head. I think the blank has completely smashed that 5-man midfield for a lot of teams into a 4-3-3 or or 3-4-3.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Did you have anything else on that point? Sorry.
No, I mean, yeah. So I was just gonna basically, I'm benching Fernandes and Taylor game week 1, just because I don't think many people will, and then I'm going to benefit from the price rises as well. And I'll have my team set up for game week 2. And I'll probably do Aubameyang to KDB in game week 3.
Firetog comes out with a good statement. Can't think of a 6 million midfielder that will outscore Mitrovic. It's not bad now.
Yeah.
With 12 likes away from 100, guys. Let's do it, shall we? So, how long have you been watching our stream, Adam?
I started watching last year's pre-season.
Oh, right, okay.
And then joined the Discord around the project restart.
Oh, right, okay. And what do you think of the Discord? Did you find it easy to use? Have you used it before?
Yeah. I hadn't before that, but yeah, it's really good, and everyone's really welcoming. I just saw a comment. I just saw a comment. Sorry. I think we have a bit of delay or something, but I just saw a comment in chat, Adam, that that somebody was saying that they can't quite understand Discord. Do you find it quite user friendly? Just curious. Yeah.
Because,
my brother helped me out when I started, but yeah, it's quite easy. You just make an account, log in, and then once you're there, I think I added my club that I support, and then pretty much just go in the different sections. So the rate my team and the general, which is where I usually go, and you can just talk to people that are also interested in FPL.
Absolutely, and I hope it's one of many times that you come on the show to share with us how you get on with this season, Adam. Stick with your plan, man. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. The fact you haven't got Salah has absolutely got nothing to do with it. Somebody said, Harbour Boy said a moment ago in the chat, if you didn't have Aubameyang and you had Salah in your team, everyone would be asking you why haven't you got Aubameyang. So it's just you can't have them all. It's not Pokemon.
Yeah.
So that's it. So I like it. Good team, mate. Thank you for coming on.
All right, thanks.
Cheers, Adam. Speak soon, buddy.
Bye.
Cheers. Wow. So getting some awesome callers on tonight as well. Who are we getting in next then, Steve-O?
I think prioritise new callers. Rugfish 21. I was thinking of
Rugfish.
You to bring on next.
Yeah. We've bring him on. Hang on. Rugfish, good evening, Rugfish. How are you doing? You're live on the air, on the interwebs.
Hey, lad.
All right.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm great. Rugfish, where are you from, mate?
I'm from the Channel Islands.
Channel Islands. Oh, nice. Okay. And what team do you support out on the Channel Islands then?
I support Liverpool because my dad supports Liverpool as well.
Okay, cool. Okay. What's the weather like down in the Channel? It's a bit of a storm blowing over my place at the moment. I bet it gets quite choppy out there.
Yeah, very actually. It's very windy today.
Is it? Windy. So what is there to do on the Channel Islands then on a typical day? I'm just gonna ask some random questions because I'm interested.
Everything everywhere is pretty much 20 minutes away from the beach, so it's good to get down to the beach and just have a walk. Apart from that, not much.
Get in. Well, fair play. How long have you been playing fantasy football for?
I started properly playing last year, but apart from that, I've just been playing casually, really.
Okay, so are you taking it differently this season?
Last year, I kind of started with the wrong approach. I went a bit too big on the defenders, and didn't really go too big on the attack. So this year I'm going to go for a power midfield, and then spend cheap on the defenders.
Right, so I've got your team up here. Thank you, Dereco, for becoming a member, my friend. I much appreciate it. Yeah, so I've got your team up here, dude. Sorry, I thought I heard some feedback. Then you haven't got the stream on at all, have you?
No, I don't.
So that's cool. So yeah, McCarthy in goal, Justin, Walker-Peters, Alexander-Arnold, Salah, Son, Aubameyang, Ziyech, Maximin, Werner and Mitrovic on front. Very, very much what I was saying earlier about having a more powerful midfield. The points, in midfield this season, people looking towards just a 2 up front. 3-5-2. I've seen people talk about the 3-5-2 as being their own, that their go-to formation. Taking a leaf out of Steve-O's book here, how many of these players are dead certs for your game week 1?
I'd say Salah is dead cert.
Yeah.
Aubameyang. I reckon Sam Maximan. It's just about Son, and I reckon Ziyech also dead cert.
Yeah.
Son's an interesting.
I mean, I look at that team and I'm like, that is a really, really nice team, mate. That's a really nice team. You've set up really well. You have doubled up in Southampton though, which I don't know. See why you've done it with those fixtures. You can't, but then it's the price points as well. I think you've covered a lot of bases in that team, and you've got very few risks. In fact, it's probably one of the least riskiest teams we've seen tonight.
Yeah.
Steve-O.
Yeah, it's very similar to mine. Let's be honest here. It's got a power midfield 5.
Sam Maximin in a powerful midfielder, but carry on.
So fair, I don't know what your issue is with Sam Maximin. He's a very good player. I think he's going to do all right this season. I think that for 5.5, that 0.5 more than Soucek, I think is worth it. It's the defence. Justin, Leicester. Or Leicester I don't like, but other than that, I personally think it's a beautiful team. I think it's the best one of the night so far. I think it's a very, very well balanced team.
Wow.
You've got the question for you is, how are you going to plan for the Manchester clubs?
Better than mine, Steve-O.
How are you planning to get these Manchester clubs in, or are you just thinking, forget it, and I'll try and ride the wave?
Well, my initial plan was to take Aubameyang out game week 3.
Yeah.
For Sterling, but I don't know what's going to happen. No one really knows what's going to happen. I'll probably tinker with this team quite a lot to try and figure out how to get Man City and Man United assets in. But yeah, the initial plan is to try and get Sterling in for game week 3, and maybe Bruno Fernandes or Greenwood.
Have you thought about, like I am, seriously considering sacrificing Salah for argument's sake, Fernandes or Kevin De Bruyne?
Yeah, especially as Salah, he doesn't really turn up against the big teams. And Arsenal, he has turned up. He turned up last season especially, but Chelsea, not really. So yeah, it has crossed my mind.
And you said you started playing the game properly last season. What specifically do you mean by that? Just delving a bit more into stats, taking the game a bit more seriously? What do you mean by playing it properly?
So I basically just focused on like making my team the best I could for the whole season. But other than that, I played the season before, but I didn't really take it very seriously. I just kind of forgot about it a little bit.
I see. Fair enough. That's what a lot of people will be doing. Well, thank you for calling in. How was it first time?
Yeah, I've been watching this stream for a season now. Started last season. And
I always forget asking this question. Can you remember specifically which stream you started watching us from, just of interest, if you can remember?
I remember you, Steve, having a rant about Pookie. I started.
Hang on.
Look at the guy, the old keeper.
Here he is.
But you've got Mitrovic in your team. Do you think he's going to be the new Pookie for the first 5-6 games?
Oh, he very much could be. He's a very similar player to Pookie. He's like Kane as well. I think he's just a goal scorer.
Do you think he learnt a lot when he was in the Premier League last time round?
I can't remember how many goals he scored, but he's one of those players that he nicks a goal. He always seems to nick a goal. So I feel like for 6 million, he's a bit of a bargain. Should
Mitrovic be my next cardboard cut? Well, this isn't cardboard. This is not cardboard. This is premium 5mm Foamex board. Should my next one be Mitrovic?
Well, I was going to ask the question. You're going to make one, so mine's a yes.
Right, who reckons? Right, tell me what my next player should be. Guys in the chat, who should the next one be? There you go. I'll let the chat decide. And I'm going to give this away. I'm going to give this away. I swear, one of these days, I'm just going to throw it in someone's direction. Does anyone want this? Because to me, it's just
a Manager of the Month award. With the Invitational League.
I could invitation. Oh, yeah. We could be doing the maybe a Twitter giveaway. Almost like he looks like he's wearing a Man City shirt underneath his Norwich shirt there. What are the chat saying? So Maximin, Werner, Ziyech, Harry Maguire, very funny.
I think Ziyech, the way you talk about him.
Ziyech, Ziyech, I could get a little wizard Ziyech.
There we are.
Yeah, wizard Ziyech. There we go. I might do a wizard Ziyech cutout. That's my next one. Yeah. So since you've started watching us, was it you say it was last season?
Yeah, last season. Yeah.
Have you seen development much of the show? Are you happy in the direction we're going?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
It's improved. The quality, especially, has improved a lot since I started watching. Yeah, cool. It's really impressive.
And Rugfish, one final question. I'm going to use you to plug our Discord. For anyone that's not joined it so far, what have you got to say to them?
Get in there. It's a great place.
Absolutely.
I've been in it for a couple of hours now, and it's honestly, it's great. It's really good for FPL. All the tips.
Don't just take our word for it, guys. There's a lot of people in this community that are just great people, and you're missing out. If you're not in it, you're missing out. And also, are we on over 100 likes yet? Let's have a quick look. We've got over 200 people watching, and we are not even on 100 likes. What's going on? Maybe right. It's gonna end the stream in 5 minutes if we don't get 100 likes, guys. There we go. 99. Come on.
I'll my different
That's cheated. You can't do that. Adam, Rugfish, thank you ever so much, buddy, for being on with us tonight, and I look forward to hearing again, like I say to most of our callers, to hearing about what your game week 1 point score is.
Thank you very much. Good luck, guys.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, pal.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Right, Rugfish, everybody. 100 and what we are now? 110. There we go. As I go, a little bit of admin there for you, and I'll use this opportunity to share with you. basically, if you don't already know, we've got a score predictor game on the website, guys. If you're not already registered on there, get yourself registered on elitefpl.com. Give you a chance to win some Elite FPL merchandise. There you go. Last year's winner was Lino. He won himself an Elite Eat Sleep Elite t-shirt. And we just
Lino's winning everything.
It's a freak of nature. Steve, I'm looking forward to the Invitational League, my friend. I'm looking forward to finishing. What's your thoughts? You're going to go in with both barrels on this one. You're going to be focused at trying to stay within reach of me this year.
I have hope every year. I go in with hope. By game week 1, 5:30 p.m. I'm thinking, why do I bother? After those 3 p.m. kickoffs.
It could be your year, man. This could be your year.
Could be. Well, the pattern suggests it will be, but
I tell you what. For people that have been watching us, they've not witnessed it yet. Happy Steve-O.
Yeah, coming onto YouTube was a curse. I've cursed every player. So basically, in fact, let's have a quick look at my team here. So for anybody that's bringing in Trent, Doherty, Salah, Ziyech, Aubameyang, Verma, don't bother. They're all gonna get you 1 point.
Oh god, I'll bring your team up again so the callers can see it. Or callers and the people in the chat, I should say. I mean, it's not a bad team, Steve-O. It's not a bad team. And you've already said it yourself.
It's a very good team, to be honest.
Don't let mind games, my friend, interfere with your team selection. I mean, that is a very good team, Steve-O. Very good.
To be completely honest with you, I think it's a very good team. And if someone there you go.
And I don't think you need to change it. I think 9 out of 11 of those players are bang on. Sure starters for game week 1. Anyway, moving on to the next caller, ladies and gentlemen. We have got the one, the only Big Joe, making his debut on Elite FPL. Big Joe, give us a big hello. And he's gone. Big Joe. What did I say? Oh no, Big Joe, man. If you're listening in, come back on. We'll jump. We'll carry on.
Let's bring on FPL. Well, let's bring on Charlie for a few minutes because we haven't heard from him for a while. I want to know why.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Good evening, Charlie, aka Bit My Finger, Mr. One Rovers Vlogs, the man from Bristol who supports the wrong team from Bristol. What's going on, my friend?
Evening, Jace, you right?
I'm good, my friend. Are you back because you got a clean slate?
No, I'm back. I've been busy with work, mate. I work like within the NHS, so.
Oh yeah, okay.
Crazy busy, but finally got some time to get back on the grind.
1 second. Thank you, Grant. Thank you, Grant Bassian, for the membership there. I hope you appreciate and enjoy the content that we're going to be pumping out over the next few days and weeks. Charlie, for those of you who don't know, Charlie has been a bit of a regular on our show. He's experienced the highs, he's experienced the lows. He's even got his own vlog to talk about, haven't you, Charlie? So,
yeah.
Let me find your team. Let Steve-O talk to you for a moment. Go on, Steve-O.
Right.
Just a quick one here. Abdelaziz is saying, I really enjoyed the stream, guys, but I have a 10-hour road trip. Well, we're going to be going on for about 10 hours. So
do you know what? It's like, do you think we should have a 24/7 FPL live stream?
That'd be mad, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and then you get other people going, oh my god, they're live again.
Okay.
They're live again. They're live again. What have they got to talk about? What have they got to talk about?
Charlie, in all seriousness, this last season, you went in with a strategy where you were essentially going with...
When did you post your team? Sorry, Charlie. Oh, there, I found it. Go on.
You went in with a strategy where you would go in with a player, your transfer would be the best captaincy choice for that game week. And it worked really, really well for you. Let's be real here. For the first 10, 15 game weeks, whatever, you were doing really, really well.
Yeah.
Are you going to continue with that strategy, or are you completely thrown that out the window and going in with a new one?
Charlie, can I ask you very quickly, mate? You might not have done your hair and makeup, but you need to activate your camera to show everybody how you need to.
I look at state at the moment,
mate. I bet you don't look as bad as me, or at least as half as bad as Steve-O. So whack it on, come on.
Let me try and find it.
There we go. Get your good side. Show everybody what this Discord's capable of. There we go. Our first video. Oh, here we go. The magic of Discord, ladies. There he is. There he is. Charlie, thank you. I've got your team up on the screen. Carry on, Steve-O.
Well, I did ask Charlie the question, are you going with that same strategy regarding the captaincy or anything, or are you going with a different one?
I'm not sure. Maybe the same. Because obviously, like you said, it was working. I think I got up to like 2k in the world. Obviously, I was top of the cash league for like 2 weeks, and then it all went pear-shaped. I think I took out Ings, bought in Kane, and then it was a shambles. And then I finished the season terribly as well. But yeah, I might go for the same.
That's my favorite team. That's my favorite team I've seen all night.
Where did you end up, Charlie?
I think it was like 300k. Like before lockdown, it was 25k.
So I could have finished above you.
Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I done awful. It was like not a single captain was going right. Transfers weren't going right. It was bad, but yeah, let's not talk about that.
What do you put that down to? Just panic?
I don't know. Just literally nothing went right at all. You know, players coming off on 58 minutes and a sub like on the bench with 10 points not coming on and captain.
I'm writing this team down. Sorry, you carry on.
But yeah, well, hold on a minute here. We have a goal just scored by Sevilla. Incredible overhead kick. Inter Milan seemed to have thought it was maybe offside or some form of interference, and no, the goal has stood, and it is 3-2 to Sevilla in the 74th minute.
Yes, go on, Sevilla, go on.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Charlie, I'm looking at your team here, and I must admit,
beautiful.
Yeah, the only glaring omission, but glaring one is Manquillo. Other than that, I've got to say, it's beautiful.
One too many Newcastle players in that team.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why I brought Manquillo in is because he should start, and obviously I think the first few aren't amazing, but after, because usually they're pretty decent defensively, so I just brought him in because he's cheap, and that's literally my plan. Like, go for a cheap defense. Obviously have Trent, but the rest can just be cheap, and obviously the midfield and up front. Obviously Mitrovic is cheap, but apart from that, they're pretty like a lot of money. So yeah, that's the way I've gone. I mean, that's only my first draft as well, and I only made that
first draft. Was it? Oh, really?
Wow.
So, Charlie, how many players, Charlie, are guaranteed going to be in your team come game week 1, come hell or high water, whatever the phrase is?
I'm pretty sure most of them will be in there. I think it's quite a good team to start. Like the likes of Werner. Werner's not going nowhere. I think he'll be Golden Boot winner this year. Aubameyang as well. Obviously, Salah. I'm not sure because I could do if I took
a lot of money, mate. A lot of money.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, say if I took him out, bought in, went double Chelsea.
Ziyech, man, Ziyech all day long.
Ziyech or Pulisic as well. Don't forget.
No. Yeah. No, you've got Werner in, mate. You don't need to worry about his little Pooley. Get on the newbies. Get the new boys in the block.
Yeah, maybe Ziyech. He looks class, but yeah, I think most of the team will stay like that for now. And then obviously when United and City play, then I'll have to think about what I'm going to do then. But yeah, for now I think it's pretty set.
Well, that's the question. Have you actually got any form of plan whatsoever regarding the Manchester clubs, or are you just going to do what I'm doing, which is ride the wave and then get to game week 3, 4 and then reevaluate?
Yeah, pretty much that. Just keep it the same for now, like you just said, and then just reevaluate after 3 or 4 games, see how they start, see if there's any injuries or whatever to my team, and then worst comes to worst, I can wildcard or just save some transfers.
I've got to say, Charlie, along with I forget his name, something Fish. What was his name? Big Fish.
Rugfish. Rugfish.
Along with
you're on about Big Joe.
Rugfish and yourself, I think great teams, genuinely great teams, and there's nothing more I can add to that, Jace.
No, absolutely. Charlie, come on with an absolute banger of a team, mate. I can't pick any holes in it other than the fact you've got one too many Newcastle players, but because you've got such a great bunch of midfielders and strikers there, you've had to basically go with a cheapie in Manquillo. I understand that. Oh, I think it's pretty... How much is Manquillo?
4.5.
Oh, you're not thinking of another player instead of Manquillo?
Who's that, Lamptey?
Hey, don't you moan about old Lamptey?
No, I'm not.
He's quality.
He's class.
I would take Lamptey over Manquillo, mate.
Yeah, possibly he's got a bit more attacking threat, but I think
he's like a midfielder's Lamptey.
Yeah, he gets forward, but that's literally the only reason why I've gone Manquillo is because for one he's cheap, and for one Newcastle's defence is pretty good most of the time. Obviously they get a few batterings from the top 4, top 5, but apart from that they're usually pretty defensively solid. That's the only reason why I've got him in.
Not Walker Peters. Walker Peters is another option.
I've already got one Southampton.
Yeah. We saw it earlier on, people doubling up on him. I think it might be a bit risky. Not going to go with Justin then for Leicester.
Nah, I don't. I'm not really.
Fixtures aren't bad.
Leicester.
Fixtures aren't bad.
Possibly, but I don't really. It depends what happens with Chilwell. Is he going to go to? Because obviously he's linked with Chelsea, isn't he? But a lot of Chelsea fans don't want him.
We've got a bit of information in the chat. I don't know how true it is, but Towcol has said that Chilwell is now confirmed to Chelsea. So I'm going to quickly have a look to find out if that's.
Well, I did hear that he was in the same training area where they are at the moment, in whichever European country they're at. So,
how much money have Chelsea? What a war chest!
It's crazy.
It's ridiculous. Havertz, Chilwell, Ziyech, Vert. I mean, I'm going to say it now. I think Chelsea.
They need defenders. Like they need more defenders.
I think they're title contenders.
Centre back. They need a centre back and a keeper.
I think they're title contenders.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to say it, but I think they are.
If they get another keeper and a centre back, then maybe, because Kepa, like last season, was the worst keeper for save ratio and conceding goals. They need a keeper and a centre back, otherwise they're not doing. I mean, they can obviously score goals, but if they can't defend, then they won't. But if they do, then they got a chance of winning the league with that team and the goals they're going to be getting.
Yeah, I just want to say hello to the guys tuning in on Twitter, Twitch, and Periscope. Pontus Jokovist saying Pulisic's expected goals per night are amongst the best in the league. Pontus, I hope you're still tuning in, mate. I am reading these comments. I just can't always reply to them straight away. Ian Anderson's tuning in on Facebook. Resting Pilgrims tuning in on Twitch. Give us a wave if you are watching us on different platforms, guys. I am reading you. I'm reading you loud and clear. Sorry, Charlie. So yeah, what we were talking about again?
Chelsea spending the
big bucks. Spending the money. Yeah, you've only got Werner in.
Yeah, I need to get Ziyech or Pulisic.
Wow. I mean, the expected goals, like Pontus says, does bode well for Pulisic. But will he be fit? Will he be fit for game week 1? That's
hopefully, because I think 8.5 is a bargain for him.
I think 8.0 is a bargain for Ziyech. So there you go.
Even for Ziyech, that's a good.
I think that's a steal. Million. What do you think about these people? I speak to a few callers about it already. What do you think of these people talking about Foden, Man City, Foden, 6.5?
Depends. What Guardiola is going to do. Whether he's going to go in, because they haven't been linked with any midfielders at the moment. So obviously Silva's gone now. Possibly because 6.5, that would be.
I think at that price point, you could just have him in your team and have him and take the gamble, can't you?
Yeah,
for that price.
6.5. I mean, it's not like he's 8, 9, 10 million. Like
I think he might be. I'm telling you now, Foden will be in my team at some time this. I promise you now.
Yeah, definitely. Especially 6.5. And his stats, he was, after lockdown when he was starting more, he was quality, wasn't he? On fire, really.
Definitely. Charlie, you got any final thoughts before we move on to the next caller? Because I'm very mindful we've got people stacked up and ready to come on. And let's be honest, can't really say much more about your team. It's pretty damn set.
Yeah, just cheers for having me on. Make sure anyone that's not subscribed, just subscribe, because the content is going to be flying. It's going to be so much content from this channel. It's going to be class. It's
going to be busy. Talk about content. Yeah. Are you going to be giving your viewpoint on your channel this year? Yeah.
I'll probably do some FPL videos as well.
Yeah. And what channel is that, Charlie?
One Rovers Vlogs.
Bristol there you go. One Rovers Vlogs on YouTube, guys. Give him a check out. He's top lad, Charlie. Thank you for coming on tonight, my friend. You're a star.
Cheers, guys. Thanks.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Charlie there, guys. Also go by the name of the FPL Chris Packett, friend of the show, and a key worker, it would seem. So, yeah. Crazy Jack's in the waiting room. Crazy Jack I spoke to for quite some time. We'll bring him on, named Lewis Kirkby. I think Robbie might be new, so I might just quickly prioritise Robbie very quickly. Good evening, Robbie. I think it's your first time on the show. Is that right?
Hello. Jason,
hi, Robbie.
Steven. How you doing, man?
I'm good, mate.
I'm good, thanks.
Cool. You just stop the stream for me and listen to us in the Discord. That'd be awesome. Is it your first time on the show, mate?
Yeah, it is.
Cool. Another debut on the show. And where did you find out about us, if you don't mind me asking?
I was just on YouTube yesterday, in the live recommendations, and that's where I came over.
That's where everyone's saying that they're finding us from. Is the live recommendations. So I'm convinced it's because of the viewership and the likes and also the comments as well. So guys, if you are watching this back and we haven't answered any of your questions, or you're watching live right now and we haven't answered your questions, comment on the stream afterwards and myself and Steve-O will answer your questions, okay? There we go. Let's get those comments going. It's Foden versus Greenwood this year, says Vince. Bruno Chapman in the chat there. I think why not have both, to be honest with you. Robbie, have you posted your team in the team screenshots?
Yeah, I have. It's in there.
He has, and it looks like we've created an elite FPL template team, Jason. You're going to love it.
Wow. Well, hang on. It's the first team I've seen with... This is the first team I've seen with Ramsdale in the net. Did you? How long have you had this team for? Curiously.
I literally changed it earlier. I've been changing my drafts constantly, honestly.
I think if there is a template, Steve-O's right. This is going to be pretty much it. It's going to be Salah, Aubameyang, Mitrovic, Werner. I'm looking at this team, right, and I like the fact you've got Alexander-Arnold, Robertson, and Salah in. I do like that.
Yeah.
You've got the Son pick for. What are your thoughts on Justin then? Because Steve-O's pretty much anti-Leicester.
Yeah, I mean, I know Ricardo Pereira's injured and he's just the backup. So hopefully Justin will play. And he's 4.5 mil, so it seems a bit of a bargain with the Leicester fixtures they've got as well. So he looks like a decent pick. And I did originally have Vardy, but I've changed that as well.
I think you are going to have, if you stick with this team, you're going to be amongst like the majority of the template teams out there. You're going to have about at least 9 or 10 players that are going to be in the popular picks. You're not really looking at taking a risk, are you? You're looking at this team. You are playing very defensively.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're happy to just basically reap the rewards of proven, steady point scorers. And your armband definitely going to be on Salah?
Yeah, definitely, probably, I would say.
Hello, Roddy Pogston, you're in the chat. Hello, mate, how you doing? Yeah, Anfield, Leeds. Leeds are going to leak some goals, aren't they?
I think Leeds will put up a fight. They'll shock them, but I can't see them stopping Liverpool.
Do you think Leeds will score?
Yeah, I think I predicted 4-1, I think.
Why have you got 2 Liverpool defenders in your team then?
Honestly, I think Alexander-Arnold will get an assist and Robert will get a goal or something. That's why I've mainly done it.
And again, it's the price points. 7 million, 7.5. The potential points that they can score any given game week. It's per bargain, isn't it? Really, let's be honest.
Yeah.
No, I completely see it. Steve-O, you say this is a template. Why is it a template?
The Elite FPL template. I mean, every team that's coming through now has got the same players in. It's getting a bit. It's.
We need to talk about something really out there. Like, bring that guy that came on yesterday that had Ozil. That was going to go with Ozil. Come on, come back on. Or Big Joe. We did. No, I'm only joking. No, seriously though. I can't. When you come on the show and you're showing your team, is there anyone in particular in your team that you would like us to actually talk about? Because we like Steve-O said, we are going over similar players now. Is there anyone you're not sure of and you would like to talk about in this team?
I think the only player I'm conscious of is Nathan Ferguson from Palace and Vinagre, because I've heard a bit about him. But
Vinagre is going to start, isn't he?
Yeah, and the left wing back for Johnny, I think.
Yeah. So what do you want to know about him? I mean, it's a bargain, really. You'll bargain way into the Wolves defence with very, very favourable fixtures. It's a great enabler for the likes of you having the likes of Robertson in your defence, and being able to afford Salah and Aubameyang in midfield, along with Son. I would be more interested in Son, to be honest.
Yeah.
9 million. We just had Charlie on a minute ago who talked about the double up of Chelsea. Are you not thinking that there's value in the likes of Ziyech or Pulisic in midfield, and you're happy to go with Son? You just want to cover the Spurs points? Is that it?
I just think Spurs. I think they've got good fixtures as well as Chelsea, but I've gone with Son over Ziyech at the minute, really.
And why is that?
Honestly, I think Werner's just going to get all the goals for Chelsea, but with Tottenham, it will just be Son and Kane mainly just bagging all the goals.
Steve-O, do you want to come in there at all?
Yeah, I've been asking everybody this question here. How are you planning on getting in the Manchester clubs if you're wanting them?
I think I was going to plan on maybe wildcarding around game week 5 or 6, around there maybe, because I did have De Bruyne and Foden in my first draft before fixtures, and now the fixtures obviously have turned that decision over from me. So yeah, I was looking at Greenwood, but
what do you say to the people that are stockpiling on maybe 1 or 2 Man United players for game week 1 for the blank, and they're playing more budget options in midfield over them, and going to bring them in, save them doing a transfer come game week 2?
Yeah, you've got to have some heavy hitters if you want to make the big transfer to De Bruyne as well. But I mean, I wouldn't wildcard game week 2 because I think that's just a waste. I'd save it till at least 4 or 5 probably.
Steve-O, what's that noise?
Nearly an equaliser in the 91st minute for Inter Milan. It stayed 3-2.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, other than that, I really can't say much more about your team because we've been talking about the same players tonight. But how did you discover our show, Robbie?
Literally just YouTube recommendations.
And that was when?
Yesterday. Literally.
Yesterday. Okay, so it's the first time you've seen myself and Steve-O on the stream. So what's your thoughts? Is there anything we can improve on?
Honestly, at the minute, I think it's spot on. And the Discord, because I was in the Hangout, I think, yesterday for quite a bit. And I think Firetug was in it, and he was really welcoming in that. Yeah,
Firetug's the top chap.
Yeah, that was really good in the Discord yesterday I was in. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, at the minute, I think it's spot on, to be fair with you.
Cool. Well, mate, you're just as much as part of the community as anyone else, and it's a pleasure to have you with us. And I hope you really enjoy using Discord. It's a fun place. It's a friendly place, and it's a certainly diverse place. And we hope to speak to you again, my friend.
Yeah. I'll be on for sure.
Awesome.
Right, thank you for having me.
Cheers, Robbie.
Cheers.
You take
Cheers,
care, buddy.
Bye. Have a good night.
Oh, Robbie, before you go.
Yeah.
I'm detecting an accent. Are you around the Midlands?
Yes, I am.
There you go. Yeah, there we go. I'm better than Steve at working it out. There you go. And who do you support?
Literally Coventry City in Championship.
Coventry City. Oh, there we go. Well, good on you, my friend. Good on you. And who's your club in the Premier League?
Honestly, I'm sort of a one club man, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so you've got no allegiances to any club. I like it.
Not
awesome.
really. Yeah.
Not going with the Villa then.
No.
Take it easy, Robbie.
Them to go down. Yeah, take it easy as well, man.
Say
Have a
hi.
good night.
Bye.
Both of you. Bye.
I think one more caller, James. One more brand new.
Well, we'll try and go get Crazy Jack on. We'll try and get Lewis Kirkby on. FPL Tips came on last night, so and FPL Anderson. Blind Faith is new as well. Oh God. Okay, we'll try and get them through as fast as we can. We're gonna set a timer. There we go. I'm gonna set time. We're gonna get professional now. Hang on. We're gonna have a 3-minute timer.
Well, I want to get Blind Faith on because I think he has got some blind faith.
Right, hang on.
And he's got a different team at last. And
is this a different team that he's literally just trolling with?
Yeah,
or is it?
Yeah, we do have a template, Vince Chapman. I am reading the comments. You may not think I am, but I am seeing the comments. There is a template for me.
Oh, there we go. Right, let's bring him on then. Blind Faith, your time starts now. You got 4 minutes. How you doing, my friend? Is he AFK? It's not the time to make a cup of tea, Blind Faith. Come on, dude. Unmute your mic. Oh no, it's not going well. How you doing?
Yes, very well. Sorry about that.
Could you get closer to the microphone, mate?
That's about as close as I can get you.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to pause the music. You're very, very quiet, my friend. Are you on your phone or are you on PC?
I'm on PC.
Right, if you go into, do you know how to go into your microphone settings?
I'll do it quickly.
On your Windows settings, not on your Discord, because I think it's probably your Windows settings. Your microphone's probably not.
Is that better?
That's better, mate. That's better.
Wonderful.
Where you from, Blind Faith?
I'm from London, mate.
London. And what team do you support? Is it a London team?
I'm Chelsea.
Chelsea, right? Okay, so you're a happy Chelsea fan then, because they're spending really well in this transfer market, aren't they?
You say you're a Chelsea fan. I wouldn't think you're looking at your team, but.
No, that's fair enough.
Right, so we're in a quick fire round. We're going to go through it as quick as possible. Talk to me about your draft, my friend. What's going on here then?
So basically, I was thinking I was going to go with the triple for Liverpool. Main reason for that is because a lot of people are either taking the pick between Salah or Mane. Obviously, they're then putting their money into Aubameyang. I think that Aubameyang playing on that wing position rather than in the starting forward position that he was used to, where he got most of his points last season. I think Lacazette could be an interesting thing that no one really seems to be talking about. But rather than risk my money on Aubameyang or Lacazette, I'm basically going for, as I say, the triple. I think Mane and Salah. One of them is going to get some other points. I'm not sure which. Maybe the clean sheet for Alexander-Arnold. Then later on, moving Mane away, bringing Kevin De Bruyne in, and then the extra little bit of cash switching Ings to Martial at one point. But that's pretty much the thinking so far.
Brilliant. Someone that can actually explain. Right, there we go, Steve-O. Why are you saying shut up? Go on.
Martial, I don't think he's worth the money for 9 million.
No?
As a striker. No.
Oh my God. Literally. I know you don't like Man United, mate. I know you don't like Man United, but for 5 seconds, can you actually think before you speak? Martial has been the best player for Man United.
Yeah, but from a fantasy football perspective, the points that he'll be getting...
He gets points, mate. He scores goals. He's going to score 30 goals.
He's going to score goals. I'm not going to deny that, but I just think there's better value out there than Martial personally.
Right.
I think
Fair enough.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. You're entitled to your permission, and that's where did you finish last season, Steve?
It doesn't.
Right. Anyway, carry on. No, so sorry though. You're in full flow there, Blind Faith. Before I interrupted you, this plan it's different. Where have you come out with it? Where have you come up with this plan?
Just basically for the first sort of 3 or 4 games, just looking at those primarily. I'm thinking, obviously, Wolves, apart from the match with Man City, have a pretty good streak that goes beyond that 4 weeks. So I was thinking about investing in them, and if anything really goes wrong, I can kind of switch them around a little bit. But otherwise, I wanted to keep Werner pretty much regardless. Salah, obviously, Alexander-Arnold and the rest. And then I think that with Egan on the bench, I should be able to move around the defense a little bit. But other than that, if anything goes really badly wrong, then I can just use a wild card.
Mate, you're playing the price points perfectly. You are playing the price points. You've got a plan. I like it. Don't listen to Steve-O. He's, what does he know?
I like him anyway.
Who's he got in his team again? Oh, hang on. Let me turn that paper over. Oh, yeah, Che Adams. There we go. And Eric Dyer. God. Anyway, yes. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for coming on, Blind Faith. How long have you been? How long have you been watching our stream for?
Only a few days, to be fair. Pretty much since I watched both of you in terms of when the fixtures came out. Noticed the little cheeky shot of vodka, which is always wonderful. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, pretty good. Pretty good show, guys. And I thought, I might as well show my faith.
Thank you, dude. I thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. We like to hear new people, new ideas, new callers coming on the shows, just as much as we like the regulars. And our Discord, like I keep harping on about it, is actually a magical place. It is a special place, and I hope you really do enjoy the time you spend in it. And make your own decision whether or not you'll use it for game week 1 and onwards. The fact that you're here, mate, is everything really. And I'd love to speak to you again. Once the game kicks off.
Wonderful. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Cheers, mate. You take care.
I've got a rivalry starting with Vince here. So he's saying that Martial got 200 points last year with 2 months off and with no Bruno, Pogba, Greenwood, plus sometimes Rashford. Yeah, but I've actually heard that if you reverse the roles of Rashford and Martial, Rashford, I think, got more points or something like that if he was classified as a midfielder and the other way around. So
Martial's the better player. I'm telling you now.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying that. I'm just making the point that I just think that there's better strikers out there that will get more points. That's all I'm saying.
Right, what's the timestamp? Nathan, what's the timestamp? We need to go back to this. Right, who are we bringing in next? I know we're in quick fire time. Crazy Jack. He's a crazy man. He's a crazy Lacazette fan. Crazy Jack, you're live. You're live on the stream. You got 4 minutes. Go. What's happening, mate?
Yeah, I'm alright. I did have a Lacazette, but
surprise.
We've always talked with you. They've had to upgrade to Wern, I'm afraid. But
seen the light.
No, I'm gutted. But I've got 3 mil in the bank. My idea is game week 2, Son and Madison out for De Bruyne and Greenwood. My team was alright, but then now with the blanks, I'm a bit annoyed. So Son and Madison are going to go after the blank and get De Bruyne and Greenwood because the price, I don't want to get priced out because the prices are going to go up massively.
For those people listening in on the stream, you've got McCarthy in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Vinagre, Justin Saliba.
Saliba.
Oh no, that's what I mean. Like, it all depends. If he starts in the community game, he'll stay. If he doesn't, I'll probably get Walker Peters and get the Leeds goalkeeper. But I'm trying to find out which Leeds goalkeeper is going to start first. This whole team depends if Brewster gets transferred to a different team.
Right. So Steve-O said that he doesn't want any Leicester players in his team. You've got 2 players from Leicester in your team, Justin and Maddison. Madison!
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, tell me about Maddison, man.
Oh, Madison's only there because Greenwood's not playing game week 1.
So he's a placeholder?
Yeah, placeholder, as well as Son. As soon as game week 1's over, De Bruyne and Greenwood come in. I'll take a -4 just to get him in so I don't get priced out. I'm happy to do that.
I like it. Yeah, and you still got Aubameyang and Salah in your team.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want a super duper front line.
Wow.
So 5 captain. So it would be De Bruyne, Greenwood, Aubameyang, Salah, Werner, and then Souček
Wow.
as placeholder. But if Bruce,
can you squeeze any value? Probably not. Actually, you'd have to get rid of Trent Alexander-Arnold to bring in the likes of Mitrovic for Souček.
No. I besides Werner, I do not care. The forwards do not look great.
Really? So this is the whole thing I said about earlier on. We had
not a fan of Martial, and there's another one.
No. Greenwood and Rashford are just better value. Like, he's not going to get... Yeah, like you said, he's not going to get as many points up front. No. Okay. I really hope Brewster gets transferred, because then he could be a genuine starter. Because I watched Swansea. He was insane for them. And he could be the next Greenwood, who's just insane.
Wow, let's wait and see on that one, shall we?
But yeah, no, my team's just, as long it'll stand like this, and then transfers happen. Like I might have to switch Brewster or Saliba, because I do want a Leeds. I want a Leeds player, a defender. I would rather have the goalkeeper, because the goalkeeper was insane. So I can get Kyle Walker-Peters.
Well, I don't think Casilla's going to start for Leeds.
No. It's
young one, the 21.
The other guy. What's his? No, not Casilla. It's the other one.
Masilla.
Is it Miss? Someone help me. Is it Masilla? I don't know if it is Masilla. Is it Masilla?
Let's get these pronunciations right, shall we?
Yeah, but he was my first choice, but I'm not quite sure yet. So I'm just going to try and figure out beforehand which one's going to start there.
Meslier.
Like, I want him as my goalkeeper, because Leeds are good. I reckon he'll get a lot of save points against the hard teams, and because Leeds are a generally good defensive team. I know the fixtures have put people off, but yeah. So my idea is cheap at the back, power 5 up front, and Souček's there because he's all right for 5 mil.
Well, yeah, 5 mil is probably arguably one of West Ham's, well, probably in the top 3 best players for West Ham. Rice, Souček, and Antonio, probably the best 3 players of West Ham right now. No, I like it. I like it, Steve-O. Steve-O, double Leicester for game week 1 with Maddison as a placeholder. What's your thoughts on his strategy?
I think it's a great strategy. I think a bit like with me, really, it's virtually similar, isn't it? Jumping on.
Oh god, everyone's got the same team. They're not all copying you, mate.
I don't know if they say about copying me. I'm just making the point that there's a lot of people in the same boat. But you've got 3 million in the bank. I saw in the chat.
Yeah, I got 3 mil. Yeah, but
how have you got 3 million in the bank with Salah, Aubameyang,
those strikers, as in
Son and Werner?
Because my strikers are both 4.5 mil. But that 3 mil is to get Son and Maddison out for De Bruyne and Greenwood.
I like it. I'm going to write that down.
Because then I have the 5 arguably best options for each team. Well, Greenwood could be... Bruno Fernandes could be better, but 7.5 for Greenwood, like, that's pretty sick. And then, yeah, the defense, Saliba, if he starts against the Community Shield, he'll stay. If not, I'll get the Leeds goalkeeper and get Kyle Walker-Peters.
So where did you disappear to last season, Captain Jack? I don't think you mentioned the reason.
No, because of lockdown, we were still in work, because obviously the schools are still open. So I had to do my work for them. I had to send a lot of online work for my students.
Fair play. That's fair enough, mate. You looking forward to game week 1 then?
Yeah, it'll be good. Be nice to see football back, and then I'll see nothing happened. Another reason why I've got these 5 is because I want 5 good captain options, because I always mess up my captain. So if I have 5 of them,
wow, some would say that having too many is even worse. So someone would say that having too many captaincy options is even worse, because it's not so clear in your mind of who you captain. But no, I like it. I like the fact you've got a plan. It's different. It's a new formation we've seen tonight as well. Your 4 minutes are gone. It's been now 6 minutes. Any final thoughts before we bring on our next caller?
If he doesn't go, get Lacazette.
Oh, for God's sake, man.
No, but if Bruce is transferred, he's going to be the next big thing. 4.5 mil. he'll be a star.
Well, there you go, guys.
Brilliant.
Keep an eye on Brewster. Keep an eye on Brewster. Thank you, Crazy Jack. And I hope to speak to you again soon, buddy. Take it easy, mate. Take care. God, we've got some other new names in it. Jariz Oak. We've got here. Let's bring Lewis Kirkby on. I said we're going to bring him on. Lewis Kirkby. Steve-O, what do you normally say when Lewis Kirkby's in the waiting room? Go on. Say again.
Hello, lads. How are we doing?
Oh,
How are we doing, lads?
Brilliant.
I'm gonna put the kettle on. You guys can talk. All right. Here you go. 2 secs.
This is ridiculous.
I'll bring your team up first. Hang on, before you start yapping away. Where did you post your team, Lewis?
Here it is. 21-10.
Yeah, it's in there.
I got it here. Yeah, I got it. It's up on the screen. It's up on the screen now. Fire away, Steve-O. Go on.
Big three up front: Lewis, Werner, Kane, Mitrovic. It's nice, it's good, but it's the two cheapy midfielders. Are you happy to sacrifice those big name midfielders for the big hitting strikers then?
Yeah, I am. I think there's more value in the forwards than there is in the defenders. I mean, not the defenders, sorry, the mids. Genuinely, I think Werner and Kane are pretty much locked in for me now. I think I'm 90% locked in with that team. The only players I'm considering, and it may sound pretty mad, I'm considering going without either one of Salah or TAA.
Okay.
And that's to free up funds to do Mitrovic to another premium forward. So either Ings or Vardy, who has West Brom first, which is a golden fixture. To be honest, I'm planning on doing an early wild card around game week 3 or 4.
Well, I'm seriously tempted by it myself. Set up a team for game week 1, 2, game week 3, bang, hit that wild card and get in those Manchester club assets, because you can't afford to go, especially without Kevin De Bruyne and Sterling. Them two are just on, well, I'll use the same line, they're on steroids at the moment. They're just getting goals, assists for fun, to be honest with you. But so
apart from when it's an open goal, of course.
Yeah. So really, you just said then you're 90% certain with this team. Final question from me then: who the only? So it's really, like you said, Salah and Trent Alexander then that you're concerned about?
Yeah, Salah, Trent, and Mitrovic. Really, those are the only three I've even tried to swap yet. I've had a look at the options that I've got, and which it looks really good to me, but it goes without Salah, which is obviously.
Have you used? Sorry, mate. Sorry, have you used up all of your budget? Sorry to butt in. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Mate, it's a beautiful team.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, I posted on Twitter before. I said, "Someone show me a better team. I'll wait," and no one replied. Well, people replied, but no one showed me a better team.
All right, Lewis, calm down. I didn't ask you to brag.
I'm pretty set on it.
That's fair enough, mate. It's fair enough.
The only two moves I'm considering, really, Salah and Mitrovic, and Vardy and Ziyech instead, which looks golden to me.
Salah and Mitrovic for Vardy and Ziyech.
And then who would you captain?
Yeah, that's a good question. Aubameyang, I assume.
I'm not too confident on him away from home.
Really?
I mean, I think the vice captaincy will go on him. It'd go on Kane or Werner. I'm really confident with Werner. I think he's so good, genuinely. And I think Chelsea are going to be the second top scoring team this season, just behind City. They're going to dominate people. Like, Pulisic, when he's fit, Ziyech and Werner as the front three. And then they might even sign Havertz as well.
I think Chelsea might play a bit more like Man City and be so dominant in possession and control the ball in midfield.
Yeah.
I think that like Man City, you don't need to be picking the ball out your net if you're not having to worry about the other team having possession. You know what I mean? It's a game of possession. No, I like that team, man. Kane could be the question mark. Money in Kane, you could downgrade to upgrade one of those budget midfielders, but that's just being that's pickiness really coming out of it. The fixtures are so nice for Spurs. Completely understand that. People in the chat are liking it as well.
Kane towards the end At the end of last season, he was unbelievable. I mean, the goals he was scoring against Leicester were incredible. So yeah.
1 second, I'm going to pour my drink.
I think Kane was going to start off hot. All right.
No, I agree. I'm using the Project Restart as an early indicator into what I think will be happening in the opening few fixtures of this beginning of the season. I don't know what you're thinking on that, but I'm certainly thinking that could be.
Yeah, definitely. Because it's such a short turnaround, really. I think some of the form's going to carry on a little bit, because usually we've got a big gap in between and everything goes out the window then. But I think with this, because it's a bit shorter of a time span, I think players' confidence is still going to be there.
Talking of confidence, are you confident going into this season getting a better rank than last? Because you did phenomenally well in your first season. What was it, 20k? Something like that?
10k.
10k, it was 10k, yeah. Was it? Yeah, that's just ridiculous. You confident then going into the season?
Yeah, absolutely confident. I can't wait to have chips that I can plan and use throughout the season. I absolutely can't wait.
You going to be part of the Invitational League?
Yeah, 100%. I'm just waiting until I get paid on Tuesday now.
Good lad. There we are. That's 100%. Brilliant. Lewis, we're going to move on to the next caller. Cheers, dude. We're never going to be streaming again, so we'll speak to you soon.
No worries, Steve. See you later.
There's Lewis. That's Lewis Kirtley there, regular contributor to the show. Always great to have Lewis on. And Jason's coming back. He was coming back. Let's bring on Theo's been waiting there for a very, very long time. Theo, you're live on air. You've been on the waiting room for a long time. Sure, I recognise you.
Yep. Hello.
Hello, Theo. Yeah, you were a regular caller last year, weren't you?
Yeah. Sort of lost a bit of interest because of my rank, but back this season.
Go on. Tell us what happened.
I think I took like 96 points of hits or something. It was something crazy like that, and I was up around 4 million. But I came back onto the game after like an 8-week break, and I got to 1.1 million. So sort of revived it a little bit.
Yeah, and you're confident going into this season? Are you confident going into this season?
Oh, I am, yeah. I feel like my team's fairly strong. Just no Salah is the only issue.
I don't think it's too bad looking at your team here. Vardy, I mean, there's another one. Vardy, Werner, Mitrovic, a top-heavy strike force. The midfield consists. It's pretty much like Lewis's team. You've been copying Lewis's team?
It is very strong.
Mate, but, I love the Greenwood benching as well.
Yeah, I feel I'm the only one. I feel like I'm the only one with a Manchester asset on the bench.
No, last night I had defender, was it? You had 2 people on the bench for United. Anyway, no, sorry. Hello. Let's get your name again.
Theo.
Oh, hang on. Did we bring? Okay, it's Theo. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm alright. Yourself?
Oh, yeah, not too bad, dude. Not too bad. Just got myself a cup of tea. I thought I needed it after this marathon of a stream that we seem to be doing at the moment. I like the team, mate. You've taken out Harry Kane, and you've brought in Vardy, and you've got Greenwood on the bench that you're going to bring in on game week 2. I think that's absolutely brilliant. I like that team. I like it a lot.
I'm going to get 3 Manchester City players for a hit in game week 3, and I think you need a United asset for these fixtures. They're unbelievable. So I'm going to have 4 Manchester assets for a -4 hit, I reckon.
So talk to me through the transfers again. Sorry.
Vardy to Aguero, Aubameyang to KDB, and Ward-Prowse to Foden.
Nice. Yeah.
That is beautiful, mate. Fair play. Nice strategy. I like it a lot. I mean, it's Steve was saying template. I mean, we're moving away from we're moving away now from the looking at this. We were getting people with plans in place, and now we've got the fixtures, we've got the information. We can start to study whether or not people are going to wildcard early, whether they're going to do what you're doing and plan bench a Man United asset, bring in 3 Man City players. I think you've got a real good strategy there, Theo. I really do. I think it's solid. I think, what can I say about that team? That I'm obviously Ward-Prowse and St Maximin are just great budget options for you to be able to enable that formation with those three powerhouses up front. Yeah, I can't say anything, mate. I can't say anything negative about that team whatsoever.
Yeah, as you said, it's very template. I sort of want to spice it up a little bit. That's why I went Vardy over Kane.
You don't need to spice it up, mate. You don't necessarily need to spice it up. If you're happy with it, that's the main thing. That's what we always say to people that come on the show is, are you, never mind everyone else that's telling you this, that and the other, are you happy with it? And I mean, personally, Vardy, he's not my cup of tea. I do think that I think he might start off just maybe grabbing a goal here or there. I don't necessarily think he's going to haul big from the off. But I see what you got him in. Fixtures are nice. West Brom away. It's very tempting. To be honest, there's not much I can say, mate. It's quality. Yeah, quality team.
Thanks.
Cool.
Excellent.
Cheers, Theo, for coming on.
All right, thank you. Thanks.
Cheers, dude. Catch you soon. Yeah, we'll bring on. We've got Dara there as well. I know Dara's been waiting a long time. FPL tips. If you're listening in, you came on last night, mate. So I'm just mindful of getting people on that haven't had their voice.
I think one more caller, Jay. Getting a bit late
right.
now.
Yeah, it is getting late. Hello, Jerry Zock. How you doing?
Jerry Zock. Yeah. Hi guys. How you doing?
Welcome. Whereabouts you from, mate?
I'm Dutch. Big CF fan.
Nice. So, what's your team? Sorry, what's your football team?
Ajax. So
Ajax. Nice.
Gonna be cheering for Chelsea this season. Yeah.
So Chelsea's your team in the Premier League, is it?
It is now. That Ziyech joined.
Talk to me about Ziyech.
He is a great player. It's just magnificent, really. The crosses. I think if he's going to be playing on the right and Pulisic is going to be playing on the left, he's going to be throwing them at the far post every time, and he's going to just walk them in. He did the same thing with Promes this season. It was just a great 1-2 combination.
When I saw Ziyech's price, I just thought it was a mistake.
Yeah, he's a steal, and I don't even have it in my team right now. But he's great. He's great.
Let me just bring your team up, Jarizok. 2 seconds. Have you posted it?
It's very similar. Sorry.
Did you post it?
Yeah, it's in
the bottom. Yeah.
Hang on.
It's very similar to what Theo and Lewis have actually.
Yeah,
the right idea.
21.59, Jace. Yeah, I was going to say same front three, Vernie. Well, virtually Werner.
Same
Vardy,
front three and same back three as well, really.
Why Luke Shaw?
I think he's going to be low ownership. I think United defense is going to do well. I just want to have something for that for when they start playing. So I take Ferguson out and put Shaw in for week 2.
What evidence have you got that suggests that United defence are going to do well?
The numbers from last season. I've been watching a lot of content lately, last couple of days. I think it was Planet FPL that were talking about it today or yesterday. And they were saying, well, the expected goals against for United were only like within half a goal difference from Liverpool and
yeah, but they always
concede
as well. Though. That's the problem. That's my issue with United. They always concede.
I see. As I love United, and I would love to have 3 United players in, ready for game week 2 and onwards. But I mean, the value really is in Greenwood and Bruno Fernandes for me, for Man United. It really is. In terms of FPL, that is.
It's a bit like with Harry Kane. Is he really worth the money when he's guaranteed to get you a goal? That's about it. So same with Man United. Yeah, great.
Personally, I'm thinking of bringing Martial in for week 2, getting Vardy out after the first game.
Watch it. Martial's not exactly favourable in Steve-O's ears at the moment, but I
heard about that just now, but I think he's gonna do well for me.
I think he'll do well.
I hope so. I
think he'll do very good this season. No, mate, I just want to say, mate, how long have you been watching the show?
I've started watching preseason last season, so I just stuck around for a bit.
Cool.
Did the morning streams. I had you guys on for the match day, like live reporters from all the games. That's just
cool.
Perfect for me. I just put one game on, and then I listen to you guys report on all the other ones. It's been great.
Well, mate, I appreciate you coming on because it's your first time on the show as a caller, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And that's why we try and prioritise a lot of people that haven't had a chance to speak yet. And we will be doing lots more streams as well for anyone that is joining in right now in the waiting room. Don't worry, you will have a chance to talk about your team before now in game week 1. Believe you me, there'll be a lot of streams coming up. No, but I just want to talk about your team. Really, is purely Luke Shaw. That is it for me. That is the only single talking point I have on your team. I think if I was going to be benching a Man United player, it'd be Greenwood.
I can't get him in. I don't have the money for it.
Could do if you downgraded Doherty.
Well, I don't want to downgrade Doherty though. I think he's going to score more points than Greenwood. Honestly, those fixtures for Wolves, those first 7 matches or something, they're absolutely great. Gorgeous.
Fair play. Any final thoughts, Steve-O, before we close off?
Is Ziyech a must-have?
I mean, I don't have him, so I can't really say he is.
You're asking someone that hasn't got him in the team.
He kind of is. He kind of is.
Are you excited for him being in the Premier League?
Yeah, it's going to be. I really hope he does well. He stayed at Ajax for like 2 years longer than we all thought he would. He just kept getting better and better, and it's his time now. He's going to shine.
That's what we want to hear. Brilliant.
Thank you. Cheers, Jerry Zock. Very, very, very thank you. Well, very much appreciate for you coming on this evening.
Thanks for having me, guys.
I know it's short, it's sweet, it's getting late, that's why, but we'll talk again. I'm sure come on for game week 1. We do a thing called the Sunday Surgery on a Sunday evening. We like to get callers in at the end of a game week to hear the jubilation and the tears.
We'll be celebrating show, I hope.
See ya, Jerry, man. Take care.
See ya.
Very quickly, Dara Brosnan, literally the final chat before we go off air. Dara, can you hear me? And a 3, and a 2, and a 1. And Dara's not there. Sorry there, Dara. Right, guys, that has been the Elite FPL call-in this evening. We've been discussing people's drafts on air. We've been talking about assets, fantasy football, news, in the sense of Harry Maguire is currently in a jail cell for assaulting a police officer, I believe. Steve-O, what is going on? Have you heard this news?
Yeah, that's old news. Did you not see this? It came up this morning.
But he's spending another night now. So, do you think it's going to affect Manchester United?
No. Not at all.
There we go. Right. Anything else we need to cover? Right, the Invitational League. We've talked about that. We're looking forward to that rivalry. Just
quickly tell people how they can enter it, Jace, because I've had a few people asking.
Right. So basically, the Invitational League is a league that myself and Steve-O are hosting. We're paying for it out of our own money that we have generated through Elite FPL. So it's a no pay to entry mini league, but it is strictly invitational. It's invitational only to gold members of the EliteFPL.com website. You can find out more information about that on the website. It's basically going to be involving giveaways, exclusive member content to those people, along with our cherished YouTube members. And guys, if you are YouTube members, don't you worry, you will be in for treats, because throughout the season we'll be doing streams for games that we aren't streaming live publicly. But that doesn't mean that the content's going to reduce in any way, shape or form. It's still going to be the same schedule that you know and are familiar with. Thursday nights preview, Saturday FPL live at the Saturday afternoons, maybe a Sunday coverage of a game, but it's going to be likely to be 1 or 2 games a game week possibly that are going to be live streamed through members only. And then obviously the Sunday surgery, which will be at 8 p.m. on the Sunday. Any questions, hit me up in Discord if you're not sure exactly what I'm talking about. I want to say thank you for everyone that supported the show over the last few months. Obviously, going through the 2020 has been a very interesting year. We're growing, guys. We are growing. We're approaching 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. We want to try and get to 4,000. I want to try and get to 4,000 subscribers on YouTube before game week 1. Can we make it happen, guys? I think we can.
Yes.
If we can get
5,000. 5,000. Let's make it real.
All right. If we can get the likes going, guys. If you've enjoyed the content, seriously, if you want to help us out and you don't really want to pay us any money, which, to be honest with you, we don't ever ask for, just hit the like button. Just make some comment up. Just say, you know, Jason, what have you got in your cup or something? Yeah, it's a cup of tea. I don't have any. I have wood sugar and milk, which is actually soy. It's not even dairy. There you go. Exclusive content available to you. Steve-O, you got any final thoughts? Instagram, Twitter, there you go. Hit us up on those. Steve-O, you are on the big screen. Finish up.
Yeah, it's the usual story, isn't it? Just if you've enjoyed the show, hit the like button. If you are completely brand new around here, hit the subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at EliteFPL to find out when our next shows are going out live. Funny clips from the shows that I put together, all that malarkey. Other than that, just make sure, as Boona said in the chat, hit that notification button on YouTube because that will let you know when we next go live. Other than that, it's been an absolute pleasure, Jason. An absolute pleasure tonight.
Absolutely. Someone's saying that the website's down. I'll have a look at that in a moment. Don't you worry, it won't be down.
I did actually see that. Yeah, it is down.
Oh,
yeah.
why didn't you tell me then?
Because I just thought it was me. I thought it was just me, and then.
Oh, right. Okay, I'll sort it out. Don't worry. Right, ladies and gentlemen.
Someone else.
The next stream. When is the next stream? Says FPL Cheddar.
Stay tuned.
We'll discuss it. We'll post it on Discord and Twitter in the next few days. Probably going to have a bit of a break. We can't stream every day. All right. It's just it's not happening, guys. All right. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, guys. Give him a wave, Steve-O. Come on. See you later.